I love the tagline for this movie, "Lock up your fathers." Hope everybody's doing good. I'm back with another review. Today's going to be Father's Day. It came out in 2011 from Troma Films, and I hadn't watched a Troma film in a long time, and I had watched Manborg last week, and basically the group Astron 6 that made Manborg produced this film for Troma to release. I don't want to get too much into the details and all that, but let's get into the movie. So Father's Day, it's basically revolves around this character played by Adam Brooks. His name's Ahab, and he, has got the eye patch, and he returns to the city to capture this killer that's been haunting him for the years, killed his father, Chris Fuckman. And I just love that name, Chris Fuckman. That's hilarious, especially if you're a YouTube reviewer. Basically, Ahab returns. He's got a estranged sister that turns out she's a stripper. And, it gets really grindhousey, and it's really self-aware, and it's just, they try to crack a lot of jokes. Some work, some don't. There's a lot that doesn't work in this movie. There's a lot that does work. But let me tell you what I liked about it. First of all, the character Ahab. There's a few references to Moby Dick in this movie. But not to mention Chris Fuckman, the bad guy, is a big fat white dude, so maybe he's supposed to be the white whale. Adam Brooks, he played Dr. Scorpius in Manborg. He's great as Ahab. He's this really douchey anti-hero character. He returns from the woods of Canada or whatever to come back and capture this character, and he's just a douchebag, seriously, throughout the movie. That plays in the favor of the funniness of the film. And there's a whole cast of characters. It's basically all the people from Manborg. There's a priest, and then there's like a street prostitute male guy that helps them in their quest. And they're mostly hunting this Chris Fuckman the whole movie. And then the last 20 minutes, it takes a complete left turn. I hadn't seen any of the trailers when I was watching it. Pretty surprised by the ending. There's some great makeup effects at the end. The only way you're going to really like this film is if you're into your hobo with a shotgun, your machete, Death Proof, Planet Terror, and then your old school Grindhouse stuff. Because this is Grindhouse, but making fun of itself at the same time. It's like they're so low budget, they just don't even bother trying to be good. They just try to run with it and make fun of it. That really works in the favor of these movies. It's not perfect at all. Believe me, there's a lot they should cut out. The film was probably an hour and a half, and it probably should have been an hour and 10 minutes, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. There was a lot of the humor that was lost on me. I didn't think it was very funny. But the guys at Astron 6 are definitely talented. I think they all have bright futures ahead of them. Part of this movie that makes it good is the special effects. And Steven Kostanski, the guy who directed Manborg, does all these visual effects. And the visual effects and the makeup effects, especially the last shot of the film, has great makeup effects. Really high-level makeup effects stuff. The rest of the stuff with the green screen backdrop and doesn't look as good, but they're working with a low budget. And like I said, that's the best thing about this film is they run with a low budget. Is it perfect? Far from it. Is it fun if you got a buzz? I watched it twice. I watched it one night, and then I watched it the next day just to pick up the little details for this review. I really liked it. It's not a great movie. I'm not big into Troma stuff. I thought the Lloyd Kaufman part could have been cut out. He plays a character. I don't want to waste it. I mean, I would have liked if they went mostly with just the Chris Fuckman serial killer and Ahab chasing him. Those were the creepiest part. Chris Fuckman is a scary serial killer. Like I said, a fat white dude like me with glasses, ass raping guys. There's a lot of man ass in this movie. Definitely, that's kind of scary. And there's a lot of blood and gore, which I wasn't expecting. There's some nasty ass blood and gore. But overall, 3.5 out of 5 because it is above average. It's not great by any means. Depending on your mood, it could be a 6+. But yeah, it's another one you could watch with friends and just laugh your ass off. And that's one of the things I loved about Manborg. It's just hilarity. They run with the cheesiness. That's what I like. Run with the cheeses. So I'm looking forward next to what Astron 6 has in store. They have a YouTube channel. They actually have a short in there I was watching called Breaking Santa. That's pretty cool. Check that out. All right, guys. Yeah, check out my review for Manborg, and I'll see you soon. All right, take care.